Hi, this is Tony Kipreos from AFG Financial Group, and thanks so much for joining us today. In today's video, I am going to discuss the importance of transparency when investing in third-party fund managers. Stay tuned, and again, thanks so much for joining us today. The word is transparency. Now, the normal definition of transparency is how well or how easy it is to see through something. When people use the term transparency in regards to investing, what they mean is how well can you understand or see what actual investments are in a fund or either a public fund or a private fund. In our industry, especially in the third-party private fund management world, when people say the term transparency, they mean how well can you understand what exactly is in that fund that you're investing in, and the information flow that comes from the fund managers to the investors about that investment. Now, in our world, when people talk about transparency, we're talking a lot of times about information flow. And we, as investors for our family and clients here at AFG Financial Group, place a large importance on how transparent a fund manager is. Because you see, it's very important to know what's happening within that fund that you invest in. For example, we invest in some private equity funds. They're invested in a group of private companies, and there's information about those companies. There's good things that are happening, there are bad things that are happening, there are neutral things that are happening. The best fund managers and the easiest fund managers that we work with are very open and transparent about what's actually happening with those companies. They'll tell you when there's good news, they'll tell you when there's bad news, they'll tell you when there's neutral news. They're just very open about what type of information they're telling you as investors about what's happening in their underlying portfolio companies or portfolio investments. Some fund managers, unfortunately, are not as transparent as others. They're not as giving about information. They're more guarded about what information they want to tell investors. They typically have a bias on good information, but hold back a little bit on bad information. So, how transparent a fund manager is a big deal for us, and we like to only work with fund managers that we feel confident are going to be transparent with us through the whole relationship of our investment. Good news, neutral news, bad news, it doesn't matter. What we want to know is the news. We want to have the information flow, and we want to have it the same way that they talk about it within their team. We want that information to be coming out to me and to our partners of the firm and then spread out to the clients, because that makes us feel comfortable what's happening within the fund. And as you go through it, different economic climates, different investment scenarios, different landscapes, things change, and it's very important that our fund managers be what they call in this industry transparent. So I just wanted to give a little information or a little insight into that term regarding how that's used in the investment world, and also show that it's a very important factor for us when we invest in fund managers that they are as transparent as they can be. So again, thanks so much for joining us today, and please stay tuned for the next video. Take care.